Guys, hello and welcome to my Tuesday training call. Ted Keys, your host and top freight sales training expert here in Southern California. Today's training topic is: how do you diversify your freight prospects? How do you diversify your freight prospects? So for those of you that are on my Gmail contact list already, just go to any one of those invites that I sent you today, scroll to the bottom, and we are going to go over those free attachments that I provide when you get on my contact list, my Gmail contact list. Again, we're going to talk about how you diversify your freight prospects today. So this call is it's geared more for somebody that's been in the profession for a while, somebody that's built up a contact list, somebody that's made a number of different calls to the marketplace and actually asked those prospects a series of questions where the prospects actually gave them their contact and they continue to do that on a daily basis. But in reality, there's gold behind those prospects. There's gold behind those prospects that you may not be aware of. So today I'm going to talk about 4 different ways that you can diversify your freight prospects, 4 different ones. Even though there's a number of ways to diversify, I'm going to talk about 4 different ways. So again, for those of you that are on my contact list, go to your Gmail invite there, open up my attachments, and let's talk about how you diversify your freight prospects. So first way how you diversify your freight prospects, and that is always contact your power base. Always contact your power base. So what is your power base? Well, let me first say this. Most of the population in the world today has a job. All right, most of the world's population, most of the individuals in the world today have a job. Now, you don't have a job. You're an agent. You're a broker. You are an entrepreneur. That's why you're on the call today. So you don't have a job. However, most of the world has a job, and most of the world has a power base. Now, what is a power base? A power base is typically those individuals that you currently have or have had connections with in the past. And these are easy prospects, not to say that they themselves are prospects, but here's the thing, they know of individuals that are prospects. So you've got family, okay? You've got family, you've got friends, you've got acquaintances. And again, most of the individuals in your family, most of your acquaintances have a job. Now, do they work for a manufacturer? Possibly. Do they work for a middleman? Possibly. Do they work for a warehousing type company? Possibly. Are they the shipping manager there? Don't know. You have to ask them. However, when they do work for that type of company, all you have to do is ask them, hey, you guys ship X, you ship Y, you ship Z. Who is your shipping manager there so I can contact? Because I am a freight agent, I'm a freight broker. I have the ability to move their freight. You've got past friends. You've got friends from high school. You've got friends or acquaintances from college. These are all individuals in your power base. Now, have you made contact with them recently? I don't know. That's what you have to find out. Another example, you've had past relations. However you want to classify your power base, it's totally up to you. You have worked with past employers before. Did you have a job in the past? What was that job? Was it a manufacturer? What type of job was it? Because if there's one area that you can go to immediately to start moving freight, and that is to contact your power base. Most of the individuals that are in your power base that you can go to right away and go to easily and start getting contacts and start making connections. Now again, this talk here, my training call is more for those with a contact list. However, if you're just starting, the first individuals that you go to are those in your power base or those types of companies that you have familiarity with, okay? Hey, you may have grown up and your parents owned some type of landscaping company. Well, there are businesses in that company that, that they dealt with in the past. There are so many different ways that you can reach out into the marketplace. And again, using your power base. Your power base could be, it could be a foot wide, it could be an arm span wide. It's up to you to find out and to really, go back and think, what individuals, what prospects can I go to? And this is a commitment. This is something that you have to commit to. You have to commit yourself to always build your contact list. And this is just one way of doing it. Now, if you're not doing this, then you're not committed to the profession. But if you're truly committed to the profession, you'll sit down after the call today and start writing out who is in my power base, who have I not contacted yet, who have I not thought of yet, okay? There are so many different individuals that you can write down that are in your power base that you can start calling today and ask them, hey, do you still work for that company? Are you still a specialist in this area? Who's the shipping manager? So the first point, the first type of group is your power base. Let's talk about the second group. The second group, and again, let me just start off by saying, and just a point that I didn't share before, and that is the place to start is with what you have. The place to start is with what you have. So for those of you that are beginner freight agents, freight brokers, start with what you have. I mean, when you activate your power base, you're going to find people you've forgotten about that are qualified to utilize your freight service. So make a list of everyone you consider in your power base and start contacting them. Second group that you're going to contact is you're going to always ask your current customers for more freight, okay? Another way of diversifying your prospects, again, to divide up and get more business out of them, is to always ask your current customers for more freight. I mean, there may be a customer that you've been moving freight, full truckloads for. Ask them, hey, do you guys move LTL? Do you guys, do you folks move other types of freight? Is it just in dry vans? Do you move flatbed freight? Do you move bulk freight? Do you move reefer freight? These are all ways to ask your current customers, what else are they moving? So the first group you're going to contact to diversify your prospects is to contact your power base. The second is to go with the customers that you're already moving freight with now and ask them, what other freight do you move? Is it full truckload? Is it LTL? And continue to ask them, because hey, they may just view you as their van guy. They may just view you as their reefer guy. They may just view you as their flatbed guy. Only when you ask, what other forms of freight do you move, will they start expanding their mind to think about you more than just their van guy or their reefer guy or their flatbed guy. So the second group of prospects that you'll diversify are your current customers, and you're going to ask them for more freight. Just ask them, what other freight are they moving? Third group is you're going to contact your old customers. Contact your old customers. And I don't like to really use the word old. I just like to use the word customers that are, on vacation. Customers that are just inactive. Let's just call them inactive. Always go after those inactive customers, because, hey, this is a profession that goes in cycles. It goes in seasons. The last thing you want is for somebody, a prospect, to go out of season and stay out of season. And usually the reason why they're out of season is because you've stopped contacting them, okay? So another way to diversify your products is to get your inactive customers active again. You've got to pick up the phone and you've got to call them. You've got to contact them to ask them. And don't think, hey, this guy, I haven't spoken to him in 6 months. Okay, he's not going to remember me. Hey, if it's only 6 months, he will remember you. You know, did you have a bad experience with him? Did they have a bad experience with you? I don't know. You've got to pick up the phone and ask. Now, it's possible that they did, but you know what? Hey, all you can do is pick up the phone and ask. If that's why they're inactive because you stopped contacting them, plain and simple. First group is contact your power base. Second group is to, with your current customers, ask them what other freight they're moving. Third is to contact your old or inactive customers. That fourth group that you're going to contact is your unsold prospects. Your unsold prospects. These are individuals that you got their contact, who knows, a month ago, 3 months ago. Could have been a year ago, it could have been 3 years ago, okay? If you're not doing business with them, why is it that you're not doing business with them? I mean, did you just give up after 3 calls? Because remember, I'll say this statistic time and time again, 80% of your sales will come between your 5th and your 12th contact. Unfortunately, most freight sales agents, most freight sales brokers, they give up after that 2nd or 3rd call. So this is a tremendous way to diversify your products, to get business from those individuals that you have not done business with. Those are your unsold prospects. And again, if you're not getting business from them, it's because you've given up on them way too early. So hey, sometimes it may take 6 months to get somebody's business. It may take a year to get somebody's business. There's been times where I haven't gotten business for a couple years. Now, does that mean you depend on that prospect? Absolutely not. That's why you're continuing to grow your contact list. And when you grow your contact list, you have these opportunities available where you can, where you can call your inactive customers, where you can make contact with your unsold customers. It's because of you have a contact list that you can do this. If you're just starting from scratch, you've got to start somewhere. And as I said earlier, start with your power base. So, just in review in my topic today, and that is how to diversify your freight prospects. The way how you'll divert, 4 simple ways to diversify your freight prospects is A, to contact your power base. Contact your power base. B, ask your current customers, what other freight do they move? C, always contact your old customers. You've got to always stay in contact with your contact list anyway, so there shouldn't be any old customers. And the fourth group is to convert your unsold prospects. Convert your unsold prospects. Great topic today. Thank you so much for getting on my Tuesday training call today. Again, I'll be here next week, same time, 2 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Eastern time on my Tuesday training call. It's been a pleasure. Take care. God bless. I'll see you and hear you all again next week on my Tuesday training call. Take care and goodbye.